Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. One of the things that annoys me in this game is a situation like this, where we've got items coming just on one side of the line, and there's a number of situations where that can occur. Sometimes it's obvious, like we're only pushing iron ore to this side of the line. Other times, there's areas, and we might see some of those on the bus right here. I think I saw them with red circuits earlier. Yeah, this right here. Look at this. It's all just on one side of the lane. And the reason why that is because of the way that inserters pull off the line. They're always going to prefer, if they're not doing a double duty, like most of these are. Bad examples, Kitch. Okay, like these right here. These right here. They're going to want to pull off of the inside of the line. That's what they're going to prefer. They're always going to do the inside. They're never going to do the outside, so it's going to lead to that. It's just a natural occurrence. So there's ways to get around this. You can do, there's like a lane balancer that works really well, but the problem is it's so big. And then you can do things like this, you know, to get them on both sides of the belt. You'll see me do this a lot. It's my little hacky thing. And that works to get things on both sides of the belt. But there's also a mod that does it, and I've used this in the past. And it was back whenever I didn't Factorio so much, so I'm hoping it's going to be as good as it ever was. But it's Single Splitter is what the name of the mod is. And it's just a splitter. It doesn't have a lot of animation or anything, it looks like. But it does that. And it's in line, and it just works. It'll do that for us. Now, I don't know how it behaves when the lanes are uneven, so we might want to test that a little bit. Like maybe this right here. This would be a good situation. Let's go ahead and make a couple of these. What happens if we put it right here? Will it keep up with the red belt one? Yes, it will. And it looks like it was doing a good job of pulling from both sides, which is what we want. And it looks like it is balancing and as good as the larger lane balancer that you can build, which is what I want. And it's just in a little bit of a single thing right here. So we could just put it here, for example. And that's gonna fix all that real good. So it's one of those, it's a really easy solution to I'm gonna go ahead and call it a cosmetic mod. For the most part, granted, it is dealing with things like throughput and stuff like that, but you know, generally, if you get in that situation, it's because of inserters pulling, and the inserters are getting enough. It's just they're not pulling it unevenly, and then we get in the situation where this whole side of the lane backs up, and only half of our assembly machines are moving. So I don't know. I like it. I like it. I think it serves a little bit of a purpose, but it's mostly cosmetic. I'm gonna consider it mostly cosmetic, and I think it doesn't work like a normal splitter, so you kind of have to back it off. You can't do two splitters like side by side. But what I'm hoping it will do is, yeah, it's just gonna pull from this side now, and it's gonna evenly pull from this belt and get them all out, which is what we want to do. And just one of those mods that it's definitely a quality of life thing. It's a CDO thing, if you will. All right, so we've got a little bit of an issue. We did do our advanced refining. We got that done. We ran out of oil though. We don't have plastic or anything like that flowing. And the reason we ran out was because our tanks are full. Well, now we're going to start doing things with them, and we'll hopefully get those fairly empty really quick. And we'll get started with that right after we roll the intro. All right, well, I was getting ready to do that, but I just got a notice that we have been attacked, and it looks like there may be some splitters up there. Some spitters, not splitters. Splitters and spitters, but mostly the spitters that are causing us the problem. Yep, sure enough, that's what it was. And they're just the little ones. Nothing too bad right now. But we do want to fix some of this, as they have totally wrecked our stone mining operation. All right, I think that's good. think that'll make it work. We've got stone backed up. We were worried about that at one point. Do you remember that? A little splitter is just splitting away there. Good job, little splitter. You are doing good work. All right, let's head back down here and let's get cracking, as it were. Okay, so I've got we've got our heavy cracking here. We got our light cracking here. I was actually trying to cheat a little bit in between the intro and here to see how much I could get done before the intro finished. Totally kidding there. But that's when I got attacked. So we're going to take this out to the main water line and get a water hookup. There we go. And let's see. Ahead and get all of this water hooked up. And let's see. That's going to go... How do we want to do this? Take it like this, take it down, and we will come across the corner like that. Still haven't got my toolbar working. It's on the to-do list, I promise. Okay, so that looks pretty good there. You are going to spit out light oil. That is going to go as an input to these guys. That's why I like to have that heavy oil plant turned around there. Okay, and you guys are going to then produce petroleum out your front. And I'm sure we're going to want to send it in that direction. Let's see. That is petroleum there. So that'll be the petroleum output. We need to get a plant here. Thought I grabbed some. I did. Excellent. That is going to go about right here, I think. See, let's rerun these pipes. Do I have... Yes, I got a pump right here. I'm trying to rethink this now. We got this thing full of light oil. Okay, let's get all these pipes out of the way, and let's think about how we want to do this here. Okay, so... okay, so the input for the heavy oil is going to be right here. Now, is that going to conflict with that pipe? I think it is. So I think we want to do that goofy thing right there, and that's goofy looking, but it's gonna work. Trust me, it's gonna be just fine. We want that pump right there. We want this guy coming down like that, and then we want a plant right there producing lubricant. And we could probably actually move it up a little bit and it'd be just fine. All right, so the way this is going to work, do I have wire? I do. We can go ahead and wire that to that pump and say if the heavy oil in here is greater than 10K, then that pump is going to be enabled. And we're going to be making lubricant always. So this is going to be a lube line coming out into the world. All right, so petroleum, we need to make sure that that stays nice and linked up. That should do that. And then we have the petroleum line coming out of here. that we are going to want to keep hooked up. You want to tie that into the main petroleum line like that, sort of. All right, and then we need to get this hooked up to that. That's not going to work. All right, we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to do it like that. And that'll be just fine. Lubricant goes out there. Petroleum, you're going to have to take a little shortcut and go that way. And you'll come down like that, and that will be light oil. We'll put logic on that later if we're using something else that uses light fuel, but for right now, I think that'll work just fine. All right, all we have to do is power it up. And that should get everything running. We need to get you hooked up to everything, though. All right, and petroleum, starting to make petroleum. We are starting to make petroleum. You will work as soon as we give you power. That should be greater than 10K. It is. Are you pumping? Are you going? You are going. Excellent. That all looks good. And are we producing plastic again? We're producing plastic again. So that appears to be working. We don't seem to be using petroleum at a robust pace. Let's flip this over to advanced oil processing. And that should kick petroleum up a notch. It also cuts down on the advanced, or the heavy oil and light oil, but that is going to be completely covered by the cracking process. This should maintain it. Whenever all the cracking is going, we are producing nothing but petroleum. And let's see, is everybody lit up here? I've been known to hook these up wrong and have them not work. It all looks good to me. And we have petroleum going through the lines. We have tanks draining. We do. We're not creating lubricant, though, but it may be a good time to go ahead and get this stuff on the line, because we are going to need a bus for fluids. And it seems like as good a time as any. We are going to need batteries on the line, which are going to require sulfuric acid, which we need to get down there. That's going to require water and petroleum. I like to run water, petroleum, and lubricant on the bus. Let's see. Water pump. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where are you, water pump? There you are, right there. Go ahead and take you out from somewhere. Doesn't matter where. Right there is fine. We probably have enough in our original water pump to make it work. Okay, let's just look here and see how we need to get this over here. The bad part about running our fluid bus is we're going to go over the entire bus, which is something I didn't want to do. Let's do it up here. Let's do it like right here. Does belt brush work for this? It sure does. I find that extremely wonderful. So if we do, nope. Maybe it's this one? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, and we'll just go straight from there. All right, and we need to adjust this a bit. Actually, let's not take it that far. Let's stop it right about here, and remove belt brush because we need to start offsetting these. So you go to like right there. there, there. And does it matter which one's which? This one will be lubricant. Whatever that one is. That one's lubricant. All right, and we're out of underground pipes. We need a lot more of those. Is there anything else that we really need? Got belt. Got belt. Don't need splitters or anything like that. It's mostly all about the underground pipe right now. I think we should have regular pipe. Probably could have made some fairly quickly. All right, I did add an extra copper as well as an extra iron, and boy, it looks like it's just going straight through. And you know what? I never actually hooked up the copper. So we'll need to hook up the copper too. I don't know that there's a serious need for it, but still need to have that hooked up. All right, actually, if we make you water, you can just run direct. We don't even have to curve you. Oh, look at that. Right there. Wonderful. Okay, water, and let's see. We're going to have to move you. Make this turn. Getting attacked again. It is beginning. Where is this one coming from? This one is coming from over there on that side. More spitters. Okay, well, we got our bus set up. That is good. Let's go and take care of that. And we really need to start thinking about walling some stuff. Boy, these are brand new miners that we put down too. Oh, that's good. Looks like we lost a power pole. Good. It's all right. All right. Why you're not working? Oh, you weren't even needed anyway. Okay, that's good. All right, we got turrets. I'm kind of wanting to rush to robots, which is why I'm relaxing a little bit on some of the defenses. We need to get things up and running. We need to get bullets, piercing rounds up and running. We currently do not have those. And we don't really have a strong need for them, but it's coming. It's coming soon. And I'm hoping, did I run the rest of that down? I think I did. All we would need to get that to work is to just do one of these things right here. And we want to output left. These are the big ones right here that we want full lines for. All the others, meh. It's just these green circuit machines that really utilize a lot of the stuff. All right, so that's going to come in right out there. Does that look right? Let's look. Yeah, that'll work. And I would like to, I usually run these kind of offset. I would like to kind of line them up a little bit better if that is going to be possible. And the reason why, as in the Practical Factorio series, they can collide with roboports and things like that, and if they're all on the same line, it just makes life so much easier. Like that radar right there. Totally got in the way. Probably need to put some radar on the bottom as well. And here's we are out of underground pipes again. Let's go ahead and queue some of those up. Boy, we really can't queue very many of them up, can we? Wow, this belt brush. Really like this mod. All right, we're down here. Let's take a look at, we'll see, where do we need to put another radar? Let's put one right there. And let's go ahead and put some turrets here. All right, that should give us some good vision. Let's take a look at power real quick. It's probably about due. Probably about due. Yeah, and see that splitter right there is doing a really good job of just keeping that line down where it's not stacking up on one side. I'm proud of it. I like that. All right, some of our copper is still not great. Let's just take it down that far, and we'll prioritize that going over, and that should make that line end right there and keep the inside line full. Let's just do it on all of them. Why not? All right, so we've got our fluid bus down. We just need to plug it in. What we need to do. Let's remove belt brush. Okay, and then just regular pipe there, there, and there. That should send all of those fluids down the line. And let's see. I think we're just about there for robot frames, right? We can make. We got everything we need now for batteries. Batteries need sulfuric acid, which is why we have the petroleum and the water, and the electric engine units need the lubricant, which is why we took the lubricant. And let's just see how this stuff is going here. You are producing excellently. How we doing on... Okay, that's going down. That's going down. Are all you guys producing? You are. We backed up on petroleum. We are. Backed up on lubricant. You're working. You're working. I thought I just saw the power surge a little bit. It's getting close. It's getting really, really close. So what I may do in between episodes, or what I will do in between episodes, is get a little bit more power going. I see these little purple dots, and I automatically think something is broken. So yeah, I think we may need another line of power here. I think that would be something that we probably want to do. Go ahead and double that, because we're not going to be using less. And another thing we probably want to do is get some more coal, as it is looking a little bit light. One thing we might do, now that I'm thinking about it, and we could probably do this rather easily, is to get some solid fuel going up here and supplementing this line, since we're not using the wood nearly as much. But yeah, getting some solid fuel going that way to help supplement that coal line. I think with a red line coming in, that would be 2 yellow lines, and I think we should be able to supply. I think we should be able to supply 2 rows of furnaces with that, with a red belt, if we can keep this red belt full. We'll see. We'll see. I feel like I've done that in the past. Well, we're gonna upgrade it anyway and get double that. We'll see how it goes. We might need to expand coal out, but I'm hoping we can not do that until we at least have robots. That's really what I'm waiting on. Let's see, do we have any coal anywhere close by? Oh, okay, there's some right here. It's not too far. There's 27 million of them. I was like, oh no, I can't see any coal. There it is, right there. All right, so yeah, that'll be our goal. Get robots going in the next episode, as well as get coal, get power. Oh boy, we're starting to get attacked. We're starting to get like serious attacked. Probably need to get piercing rounds up and running as well as think about more robust defenses. All right, sounds like a plan. Excited to be a part of it. We'll do it in the next episode. Have a good one.